Hi guys, it's iBizarre episode today, bringing you F1 2012 video. This is my career mode, and it's going to be like my Road to Glory career mode. This is episode 2. Unfortunately, for some reason, on my Elgato software, it wouldn't let me put a video into Sony Vegas that I had recorded, and it was of the start of this, like just saying day 2 testing and what I was doing, but I can't remember. This is the wet tyre testing, so we're going to be doing this just like a short bit of the track in wet conditions. In the McLaren is the same as day 1, but unfortunately we do end up losing the rear, so I just use a flashback on the when I come out the penultimate corner going into the final corner, so I can get this last corner right, so I don't have to do the whole thing once again. And this time I do manage to clip the apex and not lose the rear and take it over the line with 5 seconds to spare, and I do get all the chevrons. So basically, after this episode, guys, we will be actually starting up our career mode, and at the end of this video you'll see which team I pick. I do believe I picked the team at the end of the episode, so you'll have to wait and see who we get there. But basically this one is I've got to do a full lap of the Abu Dhabi circuit in under 2 minutes, so it's just going to be a basic race start, all of that. Not racing against anybody, but be like racing myself or racing against the clock, let's say. So I do use a bit of KERS and off the line, take a very short exit out of that first corner, take this corner really hard. These you could just stick down the accelerator, just take a long sweep and right hand bend, but for some reason I did lose the rear, and I don't know what I was going to do, return to the garage. I think I was a bit annoyed, but as soon as I come out of this corner, I'm like, I'll just start this one again, because I was taking too much of it on the curb, so I decided to take a wider line out of there. Hitting the apex is a bit too much, breaking the 100-metre boards through the chicane, hitting the apexes once again, hitting the 3 apexes there on the exit, and taking a very wide line into this U-turn, hairpin bend, sorry, using the rest of my KERS to get a good getaway on that start, to get up to speed with DRS open, just reaching 207 miles per hour, maxing out in gear 7, it's revving its nuts off. So back into another S chicane bends, taking them lovely onto another straight. This is like down the back straight, I would say, like the second straight of the race, getting some late brake in there, clipping that apex lovely, clipping that apex and just missing that one. Didn't get the apex on the way out. That's the crucial to this game, hitting apexes. That's what they bang on about doing, but I don't have to clip them on this one. I can just do what I like, and I love that corner there. You can just take it a full whack, and then you're down to braking about 50 miles an hour into the right hand corner, down to another left, into the second left. Just go over the curb a bit too much there, but up to 130 all the way down to 100 for the penultimate corner. Coming into the last corner now, right hander, 70 miles an hour all the way up to 120, 130 and across the line. And I get a silver medal awarded there for the very last test, which I did pass. And you can see it's just going achievement happy, which this game is at the very start, and the achievements are quite simple to achieve, I suppose. As you see him there celebrating like an absolute bender. For some reason he was celebrating, like, why the hell do you need to celebrate? You've just done a test, you beat a time. You're a bit happy there, mate, but never mind. There's so many helmets to choose from. I didn't want to just mess around picking one, so I just went through them once. And one I did like was this one coming up now. This helmet 33, the orange one, but then 34 caught my eyes, and then I went for that one because it just looks so sick, the multicolours. So this is the career now. We've got Marussia, HRT, Caterham, Toro Rosso or Force India. Now I didn't want to go Force India or Toro Rosso, they were the higher ones. That's what I didn't want to do at the start. But then I was thinking, well, I want to make this entertaining. I don't want to be just sitting in the back in a Marussia or a HRT, which don't even have KERS. So I thought I'd go with a Force India. Got a very quick car. A take on Paul di Resta as my teammate. And Rookie Rapids there is in 12th position, and di Resta is in 11th. Obviously, our first Grand Prix is the Australian Grand Prix in Melbourne. Basically, the guy's just talking at the minute, but we have Melbourne, and then we have the Malaysian Grand Prix, and then we have China, then we do have Bahrain, then we have the Spanish, and then obviously the prestigious Monaco Grand Prix, which is definitely the one I want to be winning. Now it's just 5 emails just basically saying welcome to Force India, welcome to Force India, welcome to Force India, and then one surprises you and goes welcome to Force India, and then the very last one out of the blue is just welcome to Force India, and then it just tells you about the track and the track temperatures and what it's going to be in, like the weather. All I had to do for that achievement is just flick past the news and gave me an achievement. Basically, I'm going to be doing the short weekend, so we're not going to be having practice. In fact, I might even put practice on because I won't record any of the practice bits. But I did put one-shot qualifying on, which is what I'm going to be doing here in Melbourne. Now, I've got to finish 12th or above in the career standings. So, I'm just going to keep a normal car setup. Here is the one-shot qualifying. It starts you quite far back into the lap, to be fair, normally. But I think that's just on flying lap. I was expecting to be a lot further back, but one shot does start you on the line, which I did realise in this race. So we're going to be trying to keep up with that Red Bull there. Accidentally cut the corner a little bit there. Sebastian Vettel has got away, but we're going to open DRS, try and catch up with them. They tend to brake really early on that corner, so I went for late braking. Cut the corner a little bit, lose the rear, nearly lost the car, and we're just going to take the sweeping right hand bend doing 140 miles an hour. The control on these cars is phenomenal. I can't even say that word. It's great. Let's keep it to that. The rear wing, like the rear wing pushes the car down perfectly well, and then you have the front wing, which aerodynamically is like a masterpiece, really. It keeps the car to the track, but unfortunately here you can see Sebastian Vettel is just getting away from me. It's ridiculous, and I always cut that corner to get a better exit through there, so it doesn't give you corner cutting, but if you get on too much of that black stuff, for some reason it just sends you spinning, and it's not good, that isn't. I'll have to look again what difficulty this is on. I think I put it on medium, but I don't think it is. In a Force India, you should be able to keep up with the pace of a Red Bull on this game, because Red Bull aren't very quick. But never mind, the Red Bull has absolutely smashed us, and we are going to get P18th, which isn't good at all. So I hope you enjoy this episode, guys. Di Resta got P14th, so I hope you enjoyed the episode, guys. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and see ya.